Hello, beautiful people. Greetings from wintry Winnipeg. And my name is Hadassah Vitar, and I just wanted to talk with you for a few minutes about the third phase of life. You may have noticed that I've been making some posts and videos earlier talking about menopausal mamas. And part of the reaction that I got was a lot of women who were saying, well, I've already put menopause behind me. But I think what they meant is that they weren't actively in transition, but being, post-menopause, if you will, that's another way of putting it, being older, being no longer fertile, that is something that we continue to do after we're done with the transition, with, all the, hot flashes and all that stuff, because women who are post-menopausal still haven't got their estrogen back. So they've still got all sorts of physical things. Even if things have calmed down, they're still, their estrogen or progesterone may have gotten very low. So hormones are still very much an issue if you are postmenopausal. But you may have seen a blog post that I made, in which on my website, which you can get to by hadassahvitar.com or energyqueens.com. Either of those will take you there. If you look at my blog, there's a post there called Entering the Third Phase. And so I want to talk about the third phase because I like the idea of dividing our lives into three phases. When you're a young girl, you are, say, pre-fertile. And then you have your period of fertility, which in our culture, girls are fertile a long time, hopefully before they become mothers. But and then post-fertile, if you will. And again, I'm not saying that women are determined solely by their bodies, but our bodies are a very important part of who we are, and our hormones are an incredibly important part of who we are because they mess with our heads. That's a fact. They mess with our brains, with our minds, our brains and our minds. So I wanted to talk with you just for a little bit of what it means to be in that third phase of life, post-fertility, no longer capable of creating new life. Whether you did or you didn't when you were fertile, that doesn't matter. The fact remains is that once you have moved into that time when you're no longer capable physically of creating new life, it's a different experience. It's a different kind of life. And there are certain physical markers, if you will. I mean, the most obvious is the cessation of menstruation. But there are other things, not just that something's gone away, but because our hormones have changed, we might find that it's more difficult to keep the shape that we want to have, more difficult to have the energy. Our sleep might be disturbed. Waking up between 2 and 4 in the morning, unfortunately, doesn't go away when you're done with the transition for many women. And cravings, sugar addictions, all sorts of fun stuff like that. So these are all things that belong in the third phase of life. And they don't have to be negative, and they don't have to be something that we just accept as, well, that's how life is. I'm just going to have to handle this until I die. And, once upon a time, women in our phase of life, didn't live very long. But now we can easily go another 30 years in this phase, so we better make it a good one. So I'm going to start a series of videos in which I'm going to be talking about the various things, the various pillars, if you will, of creating a healthy, strong, vigorous, joyful life in this third phase, because it's all we got, and so we better make it good. So thank you for listening, and I'll be talking to you again. And if you have value found any value from this, and you're curious about what's to come next, you can visit my YouTube channel. You can. I would really appreciate if you would like, comment, share this video, because that will help other people know about these things that I'm going to talk about. So have a great day. Remember, I love you. Bye.